Hello everyone, welcome to the seventh lecture on CSS from Desi Training. So as I had said, we will build a good web page kind of thing, not exactly a big web page, but a small web page. So basically this is not a project, we will build some good project at the last. So for now, we will focus on understanding our media queries through writing this sort of code. So what I have done is I have just written this short HTML code. I have created the div. Inside that I have this li tags that basically has the email IDs, and then I have these two paragraphs. So for this styling, what I will just do is we will style this. We'll style this quickly. So let's name it as media queries. Media queries dot css. Okay. So we don't have this file, so what we can just do it, we can create a new file with name media queries. I hope the spelling is exactly same as it is over here, media queries dot css. And yeah, we open. So at first I will add some universal selectors and I will add the margin. Let's not focus more on the things that we have already learned. Let's focus on the media queries for now. So here what we can just do is, let's say for the body, let's give the font 14 pixel. Let's give this font, let's use this default font. That works great now, 14 pixels. And let's give some Georgia. And then if this doesn't work, we'll use this one. And then for the background, we have already learned this thing, so I'm going kind of fast for this, so this video doesn't become very long. And then we will focus on our article and on our aside, and then on our figure, then our footer, then our header, and then over here, so that we can use it later for our other projects also. H group, let's say menu, and then let's say nav, and then section. For all this, what I'll just do is I'll display this one display. I'll just block the display. So and then what I'll do is I'll focus on H2. So for this H2, let's make the font 24 pixel, and then let's make it Georgia. And then let's give the margin for this, that is 0, 0 and 10 pixel, and then again 0. So yeah, and then next let's focus on our H3. So our font, let's not give any font for the H3, let it be as it is. I'll just give the margin for my H3. I'll give the margin. So let's give the margin as 0, 0, 8 pixel, and then 0. And then we will focus on our p tag. In the p tag, let's give the margin again 0, 0, and 20 pixel, again 0. So this is it for our p tag. And then the next thing I want to focus is, let's give it as fluid wrap, or we can just do it in this way. So no, this is id. You can see that here we have this id as fluid wrap. So I'm focusing on this particular id now. So that is fluid wrap. So for the fluid wrap, what I will just do is I will set the width as 70%, and then we will keep the margin 60 pixel auto. And then the next thing we can add is, let's add padding. Let's say this is 20 pixel, and then let's add some background, not background color, just background. Let's make it hash oh CC, not the capital one, this one. Yeah, this one. So one more thing we can add is overflow property for this, overflow hidden. So to make the video short, I'm going fast as we have already learned all these things. So after this, let's focus on the sidebar. Here you can see that this div has this sidebar ID, and for this sidebar, let's give the width as 35%, and then let's make it float to the left side. And then what I can just do is we will focus on the sidebar that has UL. So let's make the list style. Let's make it to none. And then let's do one more thing. Sidebar UL LI, and inside that an anchor tag. So basically we already know all this in UL LI, and that inside that we are focusing on this one. So anchor tag, color, let's give it a red color. Let's remove the text decoration. Uh, Text decoration to none. And then one more thing I want to do is, let's give the padding as 3 pixel, and let's make it to 0 at other side, and let's make display, let's make it flex. So or we could just have done this display block. We can just do it in this way. You can also see the changes reflecting over here. So the proper changes have been applied to the left side as we have make focused on this sidebar. So still more, a lot of changes has to be done on other parts. So we will focus on that too. So on next, what I will just do is, let's go here and see. So I will focus on this. I'm in this one itself, this content. So this is main content. The ID is main content. Use slash main content, and then we will give the width. Let's give it what we have given the width here is 30%, 35, right? So if I give some 65 over here, what will happen is it will correctly align to the entire 100% of our web page. So let's give and see 65%. So yeah, that works good. And we can also see that this content is coming to the left side. To make it go to the right side, what we can do is we can just make it float. So this is how we should learn the CSS. While building the projects, we should learn more and more new properties and their values. Okay, so we can say that this is looking kind of good for now, or we can just make few more changes for this paragraph. What you can just do is you can give the background color to some, say, allies blue. That looks very bad. Let's give uh, some lighter color. So yeah, that is good for now. Kind of good to learn about media queries now. What I will just do is, um, suppose I want to apply media query to all, then what I will just do is, as we already know the syntax of our media query, let's say media, I want to apply to the all, and then I will keep this min width. Let's keep it to, you can inspect and see what will happen over there. You can see and you can check the widths over there. For now, as of my experience, I can just give it as 1001 pixel. So for this, I want to make some changes. I want to focus on my sidebar inside of that UL, and inside of that LI, a anchor tag, and then I will use one more property name as after. This will render after. So then I will make the content. See, what we can just do is, we can just use this attribute, and then you can add the data email here. Okay, so this is how it basically works. You can just see that uh, this email has been added over here. You can see after my name, the email has been added at the end. Earlier, it was not there. So if I comment it out, you can see what the change has been happened. Uh, this is kind of hectic, and you can see that there is no email, and when I uncomment this, we are able to see our mail over there. If the width increases to some 1001 pixel, so let's inspect and see for more clear understanding. So let's say it is 879, this one. So let's increase it. So you can see that after 900 something, it is not there. For 1017 it got applied. I mean to say that is it got changed for 1001. You can change it like this. So yeah, you can see that it got changed to 1001, but for 1000 it was not applying. So 1001. So yeah, for 1000 it was not applying. So this is the way we build our web pages, responsive web pages, using our media queries. And to learn it in more deeper way, we will build a lot of projects and we will learn. So just clear it out. So one more thing we observed is that this is getting aligned with this, right? So I want to change that thing. So what we can just do is we can add some braces over here so that braces cannot be used like that. So inside the code we will use a brace, and then what I can just do is inside the code we can have this. So yeah, this is the way you should use, and this was the use of using the double quotes here. And this data email is basically a attribute. You can see it over here. I have added it here. You can observe. So this is how it works. And then after the content, I can just change the font size. Inside this media query, I can change the font size to 11 pixel, and we can change our font style also. Font style to, let's say, italic itself. So after that, what I can just do is let's also change our color. So I will just give it as this one. So let's see if that works. So yeah, this works and that looks pretty cool now. We can see the emails have been added here. We can see the emails have been added over here, and now that works perfectly fine. And then the next thing what we can do is we can work more on the responsiveness, like uh, let's say let's say what you want to do if the width is less than 1000. So for those devices, let's do some other changes. Let's say all, and then what the max width we want to give is 1000 pixel, and then and we should use because we are applying both of these stylings. So min width should be, let's say I want to give the min width as 700 pixel. So for the maximum width of 1000 and minimum width of 700, it means that width should be between 700 and 1000. For that, what changes we need is suppose for the sidebar, I want some changes for the sidebar UL LIA, and let's apply before and then content. For the content, let's just give email. I will say what this after and before. So let's just focus on what I'm writing here. Let's say email, and then let's say font style, font style to be italic. Let's say it in that way, and then color I want is let's use the same color because I don't want to choose any color for now. Let's see if that works. So let's inspect. So let's make it to 700. So yeah, you can see that if I make it to 700, it the new thing that is email has been added over here with this color that we used over there. From 700 it is, from 700 you can see it has been applied, but if there is just C for the 699, it has not applied. So basically this is how it works. And then uh yeah, I was saying about this after and before, right? This is just a simple thing. If I change it to after here, so here you observe that what I was making, I was just making to 700, right? 700 here. So the email has been added here at the end. So that is after. So that got opened. That is after and before were the content. Here the this was added at the after and it was added at the before. So this is how we use the media queries. And then suppose you want to use some image. So we can just download a small image, or we can just try it like this. Just delete this one. Yeah. Media all, and let's say the max width is 699 pixel. So we are working for all the size of devices. So for that we are making this, and the minimum width should be 520. So that is the minimum width the devices get. And then min width, max width, min width, and one more min width we can just give it as 1151 pixel. So for this what I just want to do is, let's say I have this for the sidebar and then UL and then instead of LI, and for this I want to make some changes. So let's give some padding left. Let's give it to just left. Let's make it 21 pixel. I hope that has been applied over there. And let's use this background property. What I want to say is you can also use the image here. So for using the image, as we already know that we should use this URL value, and then what shall I use? Let's say this only, as we have used this throughout our lecture. So let's keep it to left or center, and let's make it to no repeat. So this is applied to the width of less than 699. So let me just inspect. Let's decrease the width, and you can see, why am I opening this word repeat of, I just don't understand. So we can see that this blue is something like the image that is overlapping with the back, because the image I have added is a kind of big image. You can see this image, we already know this is a big image, so that's why that was overlapping over there. So what you can just do is you can just go to Google and download a small image and you can add it over here, and you can observe the changes over there. So one more thing is media query uses the functions and data attributes. As we can see, these are the functions, and to understand what are the data attributes, you can just go to Google and you can search data attributes. Data attributes in CSS media queries. Here, this one, yeah, you can go here, or you can, let me see it over here. I would suggest using W3 schools for the best information. So you can go here and you can see about all the content about data attributes and all here. You can just search it over here and learn more about the data attributes. You can use as many as number of attributes inside of a media query, and you can make your web page to look more beautiful. So you can see that this web page is looking quite good for now with the good colors and all. So in the next lectures, we will be learning more about the responsiveness of the website and also about the CSS.